Dear Presidents, dear Mr. Zuchan from the German Foreign Office, dear Minister, dear Lord Mayor, dear students, colleagues and friends, a warm welcome to all of you. It's a great pleasure to meet face to face again, although 1 year later than originally planned. And a big thank you for accepting the invitation to join the opening ceremony of the International UNESCO-Chair's Conference on Cultures for Sustainable Futures. Claiming that culture is at the center of all sustainability issues may sound too strange to many, even to those who are working for a very long time in that field already. In fact, it's a challenging statement, as well as an important one, and, if taken seriously, quite a radical one. It is challenging because it doesn't share the so far politically unquestioned and broadly accepted dominance of the climate change issues, the dependence on technical solutions, and the absolute primary role of the natural sciences. The statement is important because it points to the need for a change of paradigm in sustainability policies, research, and education. This call for change is a key element of the Jena Declaration, already endorsed by the German and Italian Commission for UNESCO, and which provides the thematic framework of this conference. The call for culture-based understanding of sustainability is quite radical, because it implies a respectful and primary consideration of the cultural and regional spheres. As simple as it looks at first sight, it turns the priorities from upside down, from its head onto its feet, from political regulations onto everyday practices. Of course, there are good reasons to focus first the natural sphere as key issue and not everyday practices. We can experience these reasons in the news on a daily basis. The intensification of the frequency and magnitude of storms, floods, landslides, droughts, wildfires, etc., all over the world in the past few years confirms that view at first sight. But despite this, the call for an increase in technological solutions, environmental interventions, and the call for a larger budget is not enough. We need to dig deeper. We need to work on problem avoidance. For that, an encompassing societal transformation is necessary, and that can only succeed peacefully if it's adapted to the cultural basis. Cultural identity, very often bound up to language, nourish the social engagement for change. This is observable by movements to overcome the legacy of colonialism, racism, war, struggles of emancipation in all forms, especially those of native peoples. Exactly such an engagement is needed for the quest towards an encompassing global sustainability. The call for that kind of change is the call for a change of paradigm. This implies a shift in policy from the one-sided top-down approach to an equally strong bottom-up one. When it comes to sustainability policy, incorporating this approach should be the priority of all priorities. That approach reaches respectfully out to people in their everyday worlds. It is an approach that changes them on a common ground to trigger change by empowering their own capacities. In this regard, the conference will identify and promote possibilities of mobilizing the power of culture towards globally sustainable worlds and ways of living. We need cultures of living sustainably. Culture or cultures that respect the manifold human facets and regional differentiations. And with this, we can certainly make a significant contribution of what the founder of the UNESCO-Chairs network, Federico Mayor, in its message to our conference, calls a culture of peace. Thank you very much.